Hey y'all, so don't mind me. I know I'm coming on here looking busted as hell right now, but stuff like this happens to me a lot. It's like 3:30 in the morning, and I got up to go to the bathroom, um, and I end up having these thoughts that come to my mind. Now I don't know. I'm trying to keep everything under my cap. I don't know how many other people go through this, and I'm not going to make it gender specific for men or women, but something just, kind of came to me, and this is just part of my journey when it comes to my energy. Your energy is so important to maintain. I don't know how to say this. I really don't. But you really have to protect your energy. So, God, when moved, when I moved, uh, where I am, I had the intentions in my mind that this time really is for me to be more protective of my energy, especially my sexual energy, and not wanting to give it to anyone because that's your creative center. That's where your success is. That's where all the dreams and goals, your ambitions in life, it's all there in your creative center. And I know that sometimes when you're around people, they may feel a certain kind of attraction to you. Now, we just think that this attraction is purely physical. It's not. This is energetic. This is energetic, and people can feel your energy. I'm sorry that this is so dark, also. It's not the best lighting because I only got up to put the one light on. But this is something that is energetic, and people will, for some of you, people will innately be attracted to you. Yes, some people can be attracted to you because they, you know, feel like you are an attractive person, and everybody has their level of attractiveness of how they are seen by individuals. But there's a different kind of attraction that some people will feel towards you. And for those of you that know, like really what I'm trying to say. Sometimes the attraction really is not about anything physical, but the physical will come into play simply because people will want to try to connect to your energy. And you have to be careful about how you allow that energy to go out, because it's not just about making a a tie. It's what happens when that tie happens through that sexual connection. It's other people sucking your energy, living off of your energy. And some people will want to continuously pull and pull and pull from your energy. And some of it is like, some people may actually be unaware because it's a subconscious thing that happens where they'll keep having this strong desire to just be with you. And it's literally them feeding off of you. And I've done videos like this, similar to this, on my Divination with D channel, where I talk about being aware of who you have sex with. And it's so serious, y'all, because if you feel the energetic changes that we are going through right now, for those of you that so-called have casual sex, to me, there's really no such thing as casual sex. I'm not having casual sex. I'm not just freely giving my energy to you so that you can live off of me because you are in a state of depletion. We're not doing that. And again, I apologize for this looking dark. It is just more serious than that. It is, and you may find this where you come into a situation where someone is feeling empty in some kind of way, or that they are not as full as they would like to be, and you are this battery, brand new battery that is fully charged to them, and they want to plug into you. You have to be aware of the kind of energetic force that you are and that you have, and learn to protect it and be so selective of who you share that with, because especially if it is someone that is not energetically attuned to the way that you are and spiritually aligned the same way that you are, when I tell you, it's gonna feel so draining and like a burden to have yourself in a cycle where you are like continuously connected to someone that way. If you are allowing yourself to have sex with someone that is not the same, there has to be a realization of how important your energy is, especially for you trying to do the things that you need to do. It's highly important that you protect your energy at all costs. This one individual that I like to watch, his name is Patrick Cloud, Pat Cloud, and he has this logo called Protect Your Light. And I absolutely love it, because when I seen it, I was like, yeah, that's it right there. That's your energetic force. That is what is your spark. That's your life force, your light. And all his products, he's on, he has his own channel. I think it's called Geopat. And he talks about some, different things with animals and stuff like that. Very interesting stuff. But the when I seen his stuff, and especially the logo and where it was, like he had these sweatpants that had his logo on it, protect your light, and it was on the front. I think that's what it was. It was on the front of the sweatpants, um, covering that whole area, and I'm just like, hold up, nigga, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Yo, if you are into having casual sex, I'm telling you, I think you really need to start thinking differently about what it is that you're doing, what you're releasing, what you're letting go of, and who you are allowing yourself to connect to. When I tell you, and I'm trying to say this in the most gentlest way because of my personal situation. It is, oh, it's past 3:30. I was up meditating for a while. It's 4:45. Um, it is imperative, and I mean, and this is, really for me. Um, I am not at liberty to just be sharing my body with anyone, to be being so casual, thinking so lightly of being with someone, especially when I know I'm different in the way that I think. And my goal is to not be with anyone until I'm ready to be in a relationship that shares the type of alignment and commonality that fully resonates with me energetically, spiritually, mentally, financially. When I think the guy's name is Nepal Hill, in the 7th chapter of his Think and Grow Rich, he talks about how men do not reach their full potential until they're after 40, simply because they waste away all of their creative energy in their youth by having sex with everybody. Um, and so it's not until they get older that they just, they start to be, they hold back then a bit more. But if they were to, and this is anybody, not just men, if people were to hold on to that energy and not just, you know, give it out and go all over and just humping like bunnies everywhere. If they were to do that before the age of 40, the success that they would have would be phenomenal. And I understand the goals of where I'm trying to get to and the potential that I have within. And to allow someone that does not understand the type of weight that energy carries when it comes to accomplishing things that you desire, I cannot compromise myself by engaging in any kind of physical play with you. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And I'm trying to maintain my goals. There are things that I really, really am fighting to have right now because I really am in. I got my frequency music going back there. If y'all see that little ring, it's my solfeggio, and I have it where it's from 100 and something all the way up to 900, and it goes through its cycles, whatever. Um, but this has been something that I've had to be aware of, because I think that for myself, yeah, some people will find me attractive, but what Spirit has been telling me is that it's more of an energy thing. It is the aura that I have that really tends to attract people and draw them to me. That's the biggest thing. And that I know that I have to be aware of it, because whether they realize it or not, I'm like a beacon of light to them. And they are a ship in the night looking for a lighthouse. And so wherever they see that light, it's like a moth to a flame. They're going to be drawn to me. And it is for me to determine and be discerning of who is worthy of connecting to me in that way and who is not. Now, I'm going through the process, and I'm gonna have to go through it again mentally, because there's people that I feel like, guys that I feel like I'm connected to still mentally, that I don't want to be connected to. And I'm going through a cord cutting process. Now, I've stated before, I do hoodoo, and so there are certain things that I do to with traditional hoodoo practice, specific things that I do to disconnect myself to anyone else's energy, because I don't want to have it encroached upon me. I did a cord cutting before I moved here, and now I'm gonna have to do it again, because I don't want um, this person that I stay with is very dear to me. Um, this person was my first boyfriend. And so we've maintained very good relationship. But coming here, I've had to be very clear about what I will accept and what I will not accept, in my boundaries. Um, I'm not here in any capacity to uh, just freely give my energy like that. I have a goal, and I'm sticking to it. There's no such thing as casual to me when it comes to sex. I'm intentional, very intentional. And so I need to do a cord cutting when it comes to that mental uh, connection that we have, because when I came in, I could energetically feel where things were with him, and I don't think that he's very aware because he's just different. He doesn't really concern himself with any type of spiritual things, and so that right there for me is a force that I don't want to connect to because we don't align. There's no space for me to be able to grow and express myself fully in being authentic to who I am and being genuine. There's no room for me to be able to do that if we were to connect, and I can't. So it would be literally a plug-in. He'd be plugging into me and taking everything that I have because I am at a different frequency. We're at two different frequencies, and so you need to realize where you are and where you're trying to be, and you cannot allow yourself to be compromised. And as challenging as it may be, it's so dry as hell. As challenging as it may be, you're the only one that can truly determine and have control over the level of the energy level that you're at and who you want to share that with, how you want to be received. And again, I feel like, yeah, there is a certain level of attraction that you may have with individuals that you come across, but more so if you know, especially like for me, like I'm a light worker. I know that's what I am. My purpose is very clear to me. And if you know that you are a light worker or a person that is in the light working sphere, not spear, sphere, you really do have to be very aware. You should be very aware of who you are channeling your energy to and who gets to take your energy. And if your energy is taking without you wanting to give it, then that's a violation. People should not be able to just take your energy unwillingly at bay. Just take it without you wanting them to really have your energy in that way. Because that is, again, your life source. And the thing with it is, you will be the one who will be getting drained of your energy over and over and over. And the other person will be the one constantly getting charged up, and you will always be getting drained. And so there will never be a time when they will ever equally reciprocate the level of energy that you are giving off. And it's always going to put you in a place where it's going to be a deficit. And the energy that it's going to take for you to get back to where you need to be, it's almost like it would throw you back in terms of where you're trying to get to and what you're trying to do. It's like when you have a savings and I'll use a car. Say you have a savings and you got a car and you're doing fine driving your car on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your car, you know how to drive it, you know the problems that it has and how to deal with it in a certain kind of way. But you let somebody come and drive your car that is not familiar with your car and say you know how to step on the brakes a certain way because you're very familiar with your brakes and how they work. But somebody else that comes along and drives your car, they're not familiar with that at all. So they don't handle your car with the brakes the same way that you do. And so now, say there's an accident. Now, because you allow someone else to drive your car, you have to dip into your savings, and your car is not going to run the same. You have to come out of that, and so the time now that it's going to take, like wherever you were going or whatever plans you had, they just got pushed back because someone else drove your car and caused a unwanted situation to happen that caused you to have to dip into your savings that you needed for something else. Okay? And that is the same way that things are energetically. When you keep on allowing people to tap into your source, it pulls you back and pulls you back and delays and delays and delays the things that you are trying to do for yourself, because energetically they are taking from you. And it's like looking at someone that's an energy vampire. They're just going to keep on sucking and sucking, sucking from you and taking from you. And again, it's not like a lot of these things are done consciously, but you have to be the one to be aware. It's giving me other light, extra light. You have to be the one to be aware of the energy that you have within you and around you and what emits from you. Like Patrick's logo said, protect your light at all costs. Because until you start to do that and you rate people by their frequency that they emit, you're never going to really be able to accomplish the things that you want. And you have to be wise about it and recognize it. But until you're aware of it, you're you're never really going to understand what that does to you, to just be so free about exchanging energy like that. And it's not even an exchange, giving it away. We're not just giving it away. So this was just a thought that came to me. Normally, I'm about to get up. At this time, it's like 2 minutes after 5. I tend to wake up pretty early because that's when Spirit will wake me up, and I will just kind of like lay here and I have these different thoughts, and I'll journal, I'll meditate. But this is just one of those kind of thoughts. I figured this time I would share what was on my mind. Somebody may really need to hear it. Because again, if you're struggling with trying to, figure this thing out and then understanding the difference between attraction physically and energetically, boo boo, this is it. So I hope somebody got something from this, and if you did, leave a comment and let me know your experience when it comes to this. If you've hit any stages of realization when it comes to that, you can feel the difference. You can really feel it. You can feel the pull when someone taps into you, and it doesn't even have to be physically through having sex. It could just be when people come to you and they feel who you are. And this is a quickly, this is another reason why I'm saying this, because where I'm at now, the neighbor across the street, we met the first day that I got here, and well, the second day that I got here, and she's constantly expressed how she'd like to spend time with me, go out with me. We exchanged numbers, but every single time she was hitting me up, she was always asking for something. I don't know this lady. What could I do in regards to this or this or this? And I gave her some different things that literally that helped her. And I had to then tell her, listen, you keep on saying that you want to hang out, and I'm going to let you know before I start working, this is the best time for us to do this, and understand that I'm not at liberty to continue to operate in this manner, simply because it's really not beneficial for me. Like, if you are showing that you want to actually get to know me, then you need to get to know me. So I know before I was, and I cut things off in the very beginning now when I see the direction that it's going in. I was there as a benefit to her, where she would have kept on, she wanted to plug into me. She got it, and I took that plug right on out, because you see that there's something here that you can benefit from. I have information that you need that's valuable to you, but it comes at a price, and I'm not going to get into one-way relationships. If you want to get to know me and be my friend, get to know me and be my friend. Do not just keep hitting me up because you need something. And you within yourself have to recognize when people do that, when they see that there is something valuable in you, and how freely are you giving it. And I might give you one or two freebies, but I'm telling you, once I start to see the energy that you carry within you, I'm quickly cutting it off if it is not something that is going to be equally reciprocated, because I have to protect my energy. And I know that I emit a certain type of aura, whether I want to or not. It's just who I am. And so for those of you that know that you're the same, you have to gut it. Okay? You gotta make sure that you cut people off that try to plug into you. And when I tell you, I told her that before I start working, you better try to find a time to spend with me, because it's going to get a lot harder once I start working. And she has not really bothered to hit me up to tell me, we can see each other at this time or that time. And I've been here now for a month. And that whole month, you couldn't find out one time to spend not even a half hour, 15 minutes, whatever, with me to chill. I'm good. I am going to put you in your place, because I know who you are. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't have the energy to freely just give like that. I'm aligning myself with relationships that are going to be balanced. And that means that I need to be around people and give to those that are of the same frequency as me. Otherwise, no, I'm not doing it. And this is that year that I feel like a lot of us that are in that situation really need to start thinking more seriously about relationships and who we allow to plug into us, because at the same time we have to plug into them too. And if it is not equal, then don't do it. So again, I hope this benefits somebody. I just wanted to share that. Normally I will be journaling at this time, which I'm going to get ready to do. But I had that thought on my mind and I wanted to share it with y'all. So, till later.